Hi Internet, I'm John Appleseed. Thanks for joining me today on my YouTube channel where we do a daily crossword puzzle. And today we've got the Sunday New York Times from October 19th, 2025. The constructor today is Daniel Grinberg. Will Shorts is the editor, and the title of the puzzle is Same Difference. So same difference will be some kind of hint to the theme, but I'm not quite sure what it'll be. We've got some circles in the grid, and we'll have to figure out what those mean. So let's get into the puzzle and start solving. One across is huge success, a smash. Where's the first thing that comes to mind there? One down, food, enlivener, maybe spice. Two down, hardly, a genius. A moron? 18 across, lively bohemian, dances. Polkas would fit as a lively dance, but isn't that more Polish? Bohemia is I think we're in like Czechoslovakia, the Czech Republic or Slovakia region, I think, but I could be wrong there. Let's try moron. Maybe I'm a moron with my geography of Eastern Europe. We'll try polkas for the lively bohemian dances. Three down, home to a chapel with the Texas flag flying beside it. I think we can remember the Alamo for that one. 23 across, poker declaration. Let's try I raise. 26 across, business travelers, convenience. Not sure about that. And 29 across, Brian Eno, the songwriter who popularized the term generative music. He's also associated with ambient music, a common crossword answer, ENO. Spotify button could be skip. Five down, loves the occasion. Has a blast, good time, something along those lines. 19 down, Mexicali, Mr. Senor is a Spanish word for Mr. Mexicali, I guess, fits there. So a business traveler's convenience could be a company car, company cars, maybe. 30 across, second volume. No, 27 down, over there, poetically, yawn. 6 down, hurls. Don't know that. 6 across, seal, say. Nope, 20 across, alternative to a tissue, informally. A hanky, you might use a handkerchief or a hanky, the same way you might use a tissue. 24 across, remove as a ribbon. Untie, you would untie a ribbon, I think. Hurls. Feature of a Hawaiian house for 7 down. That's probably a lanai, the Hawaiian kind of porch, patio, enclosure thing. 8 down, being prosecuted. Under or in something. 9 down, go downhill fast, say. To ski? 10 down, blank candy, maybe eye candy. Seal, say. You could close something by sealing it. Skid or remove as a ribbon. Let's try untie. We'll untie the yellow ribbon around the old oak tree there. Hurls, chucks. Being prosecuted, on trial. So is this company cars? Go downhill fast is not third person verb there, so we don't have an S on the end because it's not goes downhill, it's go downhill. So ski works. And then company cars, convenience could be singular or plural. So I'm not quite sure if maybe there's an S here for the across but not the down. And I've forgotten what the title of the puzzle was. 30 across is book 2. Yeah, it helps to remember the title because that is a hint to the theme, but now I don't remember what it was. Okay, well, we'll just have to figure it out. 33 across, fight backs, tears. Or fight backs, tears. Because darn could be to repair a rip or a tear in a sock. So you're fighting back tears by darning the sock. Darn that dream, I dream each night. I dream you kiss me and you hold me tight. But when I awake, you're not inside. Oh, darn that dream. So, and I don't remember if I said book 2 is the second volume. 11 across, I think, is anew for From the Beginning, and 12 down is no pulp for orange juice preference. 11 down, chilly. Not sure about that. Aloof, possibly. 13 down, with no one ahead or behind. The score is even. It's tied. 14 down, lost all liquid resources. Went something. 15 across, blank sequencing and lab technique. Could be DNA sequencing. 21 across, bit in a hippie's necklace. Hippie might have love beads in their necklace. 25 across, share confidences with is to open, or opens up. Again, not quite fitting. 28 across, divisions on a map. Could it be countries? That does fit. Ruptures for 22 down could be bursts. So open up to, that's what it is. Open up to. I open up to someone. I share confidences with them. So 15 down, remove hair from is depilate, I think, use a depilatory. Main antagonist on HBO's Euphoria. Don't know that, but I think 15 across is DNA or DNA sequencing. 7 down, clamors could be adieus. So I'm guessing Nate is on Euphoria and DNA fits for 15 across. 32 across is broadband initial, maybe DSL. And 31 across, 3 laughing emojis. Could it be ROFL, rolling on the floor, laughing, maybe? That does give us aloof for chilly. For 11 down, I've no proof when people say you're more or less aloof, that you're sensational. So I think we can put in aloof for 11 down. I think we can put in partake for 36 across. Indulge in is to partake of something. Burst looks right. Went dry for lost all liquid resources. 45 across. Oppressive political regime, so to speak, with the system. Fight the system, man. 38 down is doll of a guy. Ken doll there. Vitals checker. Your vital signs can be checked by an EMT. And giant Middle Earth creature is an ent, a talking tree. I talk to the trees, but they don't listen to me. I talk to the stars, but they never hear me. So I think 34 across is alum for Michelle Obama to Princeton. She's probably an alumna of Princeton. Place to hang at home. Don't know that. 40 across, National Arab American Heritage Month. No. 40 down, interrupter of dreams. Maybe. Snore fits in 5 letters. 41 down, genre for Keith Haring. Don't know that. 42 down, political platforms. Could be an actual platform that you speak from as a politician, like a rostrum, which would be rostra, that would fit there. It's over a quarter of a quarter. A dime is less than 1/4 of 25. Yeah, so it's more than a quarter of a quarter. Loves the occasion. Has a ball. That's what it is. And if one day that you should say you'll let me come to call, we'll have a ball, 'cause you're sensational, sensational, that's all. Continuation of the song I was singing for 11 down, so that's a happy coincidence there. 40 across, I guess April fits for a name of a month there. 46 across, have an ominous presence, to loom large. Yeah, that fits. 53 across is arched recess, maybe an apse. 59 across, a word with pack or rug. A pack rat or a rug rat are common phrases. 65 across, pop culture hit about dystopian technology. Not sure about that. Interrupter of dreams could be an alarm for 40 down. 41 down. Genre for Keith Haring. Maybe he is a pop artist, so pop art goes in. The rostra will fit for the political platforms. Is this Mr. Roboto? Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto? I don't really know the lyrics to that beyond the title, but maybe it has something to do with dystopian technology. 72 across, corn chip with a fuego flavor. Okay, this is a Taki, I think. There was a puzzle a few months ago where Taki was the answer. I was not familiar with them. They are the snack food brand. I just had not ever paid attention to them. I see them in the grocery store all the time now, but I just never paid attention before. But a Taki is a corn chip. Yeah, so that works. Blesses, okays, to approve something. Tribute in the Tribune, say, could be an obituary, an obit. 60 across, senior, informally, maybe an oldster. As I join the ranks of senior citizens here. 47 down, Guthrie, who sang Alice's Restaurant, is Arlo. I'm already mixing up the answer and the clue as I read it. Arlo Guthrie. 48 down, bureaucratic barriers is red tape. 54 across, person I truly am is the real me. 49 down, fuel source. Gasoline, maybe. Saxons foe could be a Celt. I think the Saxons fought the Celts at one point. Place to hang at home. I'm thinking you hang things on like the mantle, or I think it's a literal hang, someplace you would hang something, and I'm not quite sure what it is. Features of the names of many Apple products. Don't know. Process for would-be Greeks, fraternity member, sorority member here in the process of joining. One of those would be a rush. Openly reveal one's sexuality is to come out. You hang clothes in your closet at home. That's what it is. It did not click. Sound of a joke going over one's head is probably whoosh, just like that where to hang at home. So lower. Features of the names of many Apple products, probably a lowercase I, except it doesn't fit. Or lowercase i's if we make it plural, that'll fit. So Apple products begin with iPod, iTunes, iPad, all those things. Competitive athlete's goal, perhaps, for 44 down. Oh, 51 down. Care to dance? Shall we? Shall we dance? Hey, from on high. Up here. 61 across. Organization that confiscates liquids would be the TSA at the airport. Top score might be a competitive athlete's goal. Care to dance. Let's try shall we. 62 across. Knocked out of the park. Like Shohei Ohtani the other night with a home run that literally went out of the park. 69 across. Eliminators of some teams. Nope, 67 across, former parent of NBC. I think that's RCA. So then si tu seras is la mer, the French word for si. 68 down is that feels amazing. So it's going to be you might say, and it could be AAH or AHH. Smallish batteries for 75 across. Is it double A or triple A? I'm not sure. 80 across, perceptive. Let's try shrewd. 70 down, Alan with 6 Emmys. Based on that D, maybe it's Alan Alda from MASH and other things. So smallish batteries. So like triple A is a small battery size, but then what's the end? Or is it some kind of artillery reference? Don't know. 76 down, artist's feedback session, informally. No. 57 down, they may be caught in the summer. You can catch rays in the summer, rays of the sun. So knocked out of the park. Nope. 58 down, prefix with sphere. Ecosphere. 63 down, flow out. Knocked out of the park could be aced. I aced it. I did well on it. Eliminators of some teams. Well, that's probably playoff. The playoffs. Top score seems right. Not top spore or top. Oh, this is spelled wrong. Shrewd. Top speed. Not sure about that. 78 across, get involved, step in. 73 across is in the vein of, probably Allah. Let's try gasoline for the fuel source. I feel like gasoline is a fuel. It's not a source of fuel, but I'll allow it. Canniest, for instance. The canniest is the, don't know that. Native of the Delaware Valley. Nope, 79 down. Olaf's creator in Frozen. I guess Elsa, one of the sisters, created the snowman. Don't know that. Self-admiring sort, could be an egoist. 76 down. What is an artist's feedback session? Don't know. 87 across. Pursuers of utopian goals, probably idealists. Okay. And 63 down. Flow out. Effuse. Yeah. Keys above C's. I think the next one up on the piano keyboard would be D flat. Rapper Blank Millie. Is it Flo Millie? Composer who led the U.S. Marine Band. I'm mispronouncing composer because I'm thinking of John Philip Sousa, which is the answer. And then 81 across, Hawaiian shindig is a luau. Tops could be lids. Major Ukrainian seaport is Odessa. Oh, this is plural. D flats, keys above C's, D flats. Odessa is the port. I think this is an American Indian nation, but I don't know it. Canniest. It's very canny. It's, and 86 down is flow out. No. So this is either an A or an H. Artist feedback session. So I like, okay, this is double A cells. And crit, I guess that's short for criticism. I've never heard of it. Let's have a crit. I've heard it like the name of a class, lit crit, would be literary criticism 101 or something. Okay, 82 across, clothes for a doze, in brief. Clothes you would wear while sleeping would be pajamas or PJs. Coffees that aren't single origin are blends, right? So 82 down, channels supported by pledge drives is PBS. Jenny from the Block Singer to fans is Jennifer Lopez or J-Lo. 84 down, immune cell variation. No. 90 down, sorry, I'm unavailable. Nope. And 91 down is tried to convey. Sisterly for 95 across. Don't know. 95 across, sneaky plot. And flow out. Is it ooze out? Sneaky plot. No. 102 across, not fully open. When is a door not a door when it is ajar? 101 across, ear-related prefix, I think is oto. Is that right? Otolaryngologist, which is an ear, nose, and throat specialist. 109 across, injection associated with a certain toxin. Don't know that. 109 down, gelatinous thickener, I think. Just based on crossword experience, I think that's agar. 110 down, blank valley. Simi Valley comes to mind, but Napa Valley would also fit. Immune cell variation. No, sorry. I'm unavailable. Not now. Tried to convey. 111 down, shade lighter than cappuccino. Surgical instrument. Nope. And 103 down, the Grapes of Wrath family were the Jodes. Tom Jode and his family emigrating from Oklahoma. So what is the injection associated with a certain toxin? Some kind of shot. Like a Botox shot, maybe. Palm Springs or Puerto Vallarta, notably. Nope. 117 across, turned up. Nope. 120 across, nickname for Rachel. Ray might be. Then we can try Napa Valley instead of Simi Valley, although I'm sure there's other four-letter valleys that could fit there. What is an immune cell variation? I don't know. Turned up could be appeared. Not, or no time. I have no time. I'm not available. Tried to convey. Shade lighter than cappuccino. Is it ecru? And surgical instrument. So that corner is frustrating me a little bit. Canniest. And flow out. 97 across is a sneaky plot. 93 down, hide. 104 across, hybrid pastry. 112 across, annoyances for ticket holders. Nope. 115 across, brown songbirds. No. 115 down, 50,000 watt clear channel radio station in Iowa. A radio station in Iowa, I think, would begin with K. It's W east of the Mississippi and K west of the Mississippi, I think. I still don't know what it is. 112 down, auditive auto upgrade. Tint of your windows. Hide could mean to conceal or skin. Pelt, nope. 105 down, entered quickly. Nope, 98 down, lifts with a pulley. Hoists is what you do with a pulley, I think. 98 across, pilgrims in Saudi Arabia are Hajis, people doing the Hajj pilgrimage. Hybrid pastry, a cronut is a hybrid between a donut and a croissant. Annoyances for ticket holders. If you ran into a room, you entered it quickly. Warning signs, or maybe that's stops. Could it be ran up? Wrens. Strike up the band. Hit it. Okay, I like hit it for that. Strike up the band. And hide. To secrete is to hide or to ooze out. So what are the annoyances for ticket holders? Stain or let's try wrens for brown songbirds. Warning signs. Omens. So WHO, I guess, could be a radio station. Trim for the decorative auto upgrade. This is an R. Annoyances for ticket holders. So maybe train tickets are what the holders are holding. Then Dear Anne, greeting in an old advice column. Ann Landers, overly fault finding could be judgy. Train delay for an annoyance for someone who has tickets for that train. Hung around idly, loitered. Tale-telling brothers, the brothers Grimm told fairy tale, I guess the Grimms, yes. Mojito garnish is a lime. 106 down, food traditionally eaten with chopsticks. Ramen. Neighbor of a Saudi could be a Yemeni. 123 across, tightly packed. Let's try dense. Songs on Sundays are hymns for 107 down. P to Pericles, so that in Greek that would be a letter rho. And actor Davis, who delivered Malcolm X's eulogy, is Ozzie Davis, so O goes in there. All right, so that gives us an E here for a sneaky plot. Is it a case? I like this S here, lowercase i's, I think is right. I like a jar because I like Jodes. Can't think of a word that means canny. Uncanny is, it's uncanny. The resemblance is uncanny. So canny would be, you don't look like the person. You are at odds or against. No. Flow out is to pour out. Okay, yes. And then a ruse for a sneaky plot. Canniest. Lenape, I think, is an Indian nation. Anograt. Canniest. It doesn't make any sense. Is it an anagram? Is canniest? Canniest is an anagram of instance. So canniest is an anagram for instance. It is Lenape for the native of Delaware Valley. This is not a shot. It is a what? Antivenom would be something you get if you were bitten by a snake with a certain toxin. You would need the antivenom for that toxin. So each antivenom would be associated with a certain toxin. Okay, that makes sense. Is this I feel like it's a type. Yes, Ray is short for Rachel, could be R-A-E. And this is some kind of type. Palm Springs or Puerto Vallarta, are they gay meccas? I don't know that, but maybe they're popular in the gay community. Tried to convey, drove at a point. Ecru for a shade that is kind of a light brown shade. Surgical instrument to be a lancet. Okay, then tuts for verbally expresses disdain. This must be a serotype. Sororal. Sorority is a group of sisters, so soro is probably the prefix for sister in Latin, and I think sororal would fit as an adjective, and serotype would be a type of blood serum for immune cell variation. Yes, so I think R will finish the puzzle. Oh, but we have this one left up here. I think it's company cars, but then how is it skis? Goes downhill fast. Skis. It should be goes downhill fast. Or is it a company card? A credit card could be inconvenience, and then skied. I guess you could spell the past tense of the verb to ski could be skied with no D there. I think most people would spell it with two I's and an E and a D. But let's try a D to finish the puzzle. There we go. Came very close to just popping an S in there. So I'm glad I took a second to question it. Let's admire the puzzle. 2813 for a Sunday puzzle. Do the circles spell anything? D-R-O-P. Drop it. So can we see the title of the puzzle? I think if I scroll up, I might be able to see the title again. Same difference. Same difference. Whoops. Come back. There we go. Same difference is the title. Drop it is what the circled letters spell. No time, antivenom. Trim, train delays. Same difference. Countries bursts. Top speed playoffs. I'm not understanding the theme, which always frustrates me because I feel like I haven't really solved the puzzle. Because part of the puzzle is not just putting the letters in, but kind of understanding what the constructor had in mind. And I'm not getting it today. And I don't think I'm going to if I stare at it any longer. Okay, so please let me know in the comments if you can explain the theme to me. Same, difference, drop it. Drop it is something like, oh, I don't want to argue about it. It's the same difference. Doesn't make any difference to me. It's the same thing. But these crossing clues aren't the same thing. So I guess it's just drop it. Okay, well, let me know in the comments if you can explain it better. Thanks so much for joining me. Please come back for more puzzles and games, and I'll see you next time.